Okay, so in today's video, we are going to discuss the different forms of quadratic functions. And then we are going to transform quadratic functions from vertex form to standard form, and then standard form to vertex form. So discuss ko muna sa inyo yung mga forms ng quadratic functions. There are two types of forms of quadratic functions. We have the standard form, and then we also have the vertex form. Okay. So remember a quadratic function is like quadratic equation. But this time, it is a function lang. Hindi lang siya equation lang. Okay? So, kaya parehas lang siya ng quadratic equation wherein the degree of the equation or the function is 2 or the highest exponent is 2. So, katulad ng standard form ng quadratic equation, it is ax squared plus bx plus c. But this time, it's not equals to 0. It is equals to f of x, or sometimes they use y. Okay? Kapag function na siya. Ang vertex form naman ng quadratic function is y is equals to a times quantity x minus h squared plus k. Okay? So, this is the standard form. Again, f of x is equals to y is equals to ax squared plus bx plus c. And then the vertex form is y is equals to a times quantity x minus h squared plus k. Okay. So, unahin muna natin yung vertex form to standard form. Na-transform natin yung quadratic function from vertex form to standard form. But before that, let us review first our how to square a binomial. Because this will be a very big help in transforming vertex form to standard form of quadratic functions. So, pag nag-square ka ng binomial, for example, x plus 5 squared. Okay? So, remember, it's just square the first term. So, ang first term natin ay x. So, that is x squared. And then, multiply the first term times the second term times 2. Okay, so x times 5 times 2. So that is positive 10x. And then square the last term. So ang last term natin or yung second term natin is 5. So 5 times 5 is 25. Okay, isa pa. Okay, isa pang example. X minus 4 squared. Okay, so square the first term, x squared, multiply the first term sa second term times 2. So that is x times negative 4. Negative 4x times 2 is negative 8x. And then square the last term. So that is negative 4. So negative 4 times negative 4 is positive 16. Okay, so mag-transform na tayo ng vertex form to standard form ng quadratic function. So, given y is equals to negative 4 times quantity x plus 5 squared plus 2. So, ang first step dyan is yung square natin yung binomial. Ano ba yung binomial natin? Yan yung x plus 5 squared. Okay? So, negative 4, kopyahin muna natin yung coefficient na nasa labas ng parenthesis. Then, square natin itong binomial. So, again, katulad ng ginawa natin kanina, square the first term, x squared, multiply the first term sa second term times 2. So, that is positive 10x. And then, square the last term, which is 5. 5 times 5 is 25. Close parenthesis, plus 2. Okay, next step is you distribute the coefficient or yung number na nasa labas ng parenthesis dun sa mga terms na nasa loob ng parenthesis. Tandaan ha, yung mga nasa loob lang ng parenthesis. So, multiply mo negative 4 times x squared ay negative 4x squared. Negative 4 times positive 10x is negative 40x. Negative 4 times positive 25 is negative 100. Wala na yung parenthesis kasi na-distribute na naman natin. So, copy mo na lang yung nasa labas which is plus And then next is you combine yung last two terms o dalawang constant term doon. Kasi sila naman lang ang pwede pagsamahin. So, ang standard form is negative 4x squared minus 40x. So, negative 100 plus 2 ay negative 98. So, the standard form of negative 4 times quantity x plus 5 squared plus 2 is y is equals to negative 4x squared minus 40x minus 98. Okay, another example. Given the vertex form, y is equals to negative 5 times quantity x minus 2 squared plus 15. Again, you will have to square the binomial. So, just copy negative 5. So, our binomial is x minus 2 squared. So, that is x squared minus 4x plus 4, close parenthesis, plus 15. And then distribute the coefficient outside the parenthesis to the trinomial inside the parenthesis. So, negative 5x squared plus 20x minus 20 plus 15. So, combine the two last term. Our standard form is y is equals to negative 5x squared plus 20x minus 5. So, the standard form of y is equals to negative 5 times quantity x minus 2 squared plus 15 is y is equals to negative 5x squared plus 20x minus 5. Okay, so ngayon naman, we are going to transform quadratic function from standard form to vertex form. So in order for us to transform quadratic function from standard form to vertex form, kailangan alam natin itong mga formulas na to. So h is equals to negative b over 2a, and then k is equals to 4ac minus b squared over 2a. Bakit? Kasi, diba, kung publican natin, if we're going to repeat, the vertex form is y is equals to a times quantity x minus h squared plus k. So, may h tsaka yung may k. Okay, so given the quadratic function in standard form, y is equals to x squared minus 8x plus 12. So, gagawin natin, kukunin muna natin yung values ng a, b, and c. So, our a is 1, ang b natin is negative 8, ang c natin is positive 12. After that, we solve for h. Ang h natin, ang formula ulit is negative b over 2a. So, substitute the values of b and a. So, negative, ang b natin is negative 8 over 2 times a, which is 1. So, negative times negative becomes positive 8, and then over 2. So, this is equals to 4. So, ang h natin is equals to 4. Now, let us solve for k. K is equals to 4ac minus b squared over 4a. So, substitute natin yung values ng a, b, and c. 4 times a, which is 1, times 12, which is our c, minus, so parenthesis, negative 8 squared over 4 times 1, yung a natin. So, our k is equals to 4 times 1 times 12. 4 times 1 is 4. And then 4 times 12 is 48. Minus, so negative 8 times negative 8 is positive 64. Okay. Notice na hindi siya naging positive kasi naka-parenthesis tayo doon. So, ni-square muna natin yung 8. Hindi natin minultiply yung negative times negative. Okay? Divided by 4. So, this becomes 48 minus 64 is equals to negative 16. Divided by 4, which is equals to negative 4. So, ang k natin is negative 4. Okay. So, nakuha na natin yung mga kailangan nating values. May yung a, yung h, tsaka yung k. So, yung k natin blue para, ayan. Okay, so, substitute lang natin yung mga values na nakuha natin dun sa vertex form. So, the vertex form is y is equals to, ang a natin is 1. So, hindi na kailangan ilagay. And then, copy x minus, ang h natin is 4 squared, tapos plus, but this is negative, so minus 4. So, yan na yung vertex form ng y is equals to x squared minus 8x plus 12. So, another example, we have quadratic function in standard form, y is equals to 2x squared plus 4x minus 1. Again, let us get the values of a, b, and c. So, our a is 2, our b is 4, and our c is negative 1. Then, we use this in solving for h and k. So, h is equals to negative b over 2a. So, negative, our b is 4, and then 2 times 2. So, this becomes negative 4 over 4, which is equals to negative 1. So, our h is equals to negative 1. For our k, that is 4ac minus b squared over 4a. So, 4, our a is 2, times c, which is negative 1, minus 4 squared over 4 times 2, which is our a. So, 4 times 2 times negative 1 is negative 4, minus 4 times 4 is 16, and then 4 times 2 is 8. So, 4 times 2, I'm sorry. So, 4 times 2 times negative 1 is negative 8 pala. Sorry. So, negative 8 minus 16 is negative 24 divided by 8. That is equals to negative 3. So, our k is equals to negative 3. Okay. And then, pag nakuha na natin yung h tsaka yung k, i-plug in lang natin siya sa vertex form. So, our vertex form is y is equals to, ang a natin is 2, so lalagyan natin yung 2, quantity x minus, okay, ang h natin is negative 1. So, kung minus to, magiging positive 1 na siya. Plus 1 na siya. Squared. Tapos, plus k, but our k is negative 3, so magiging minus 3. So, in short, parang ang papalitan mo ng lagi ng sign. Kapag yung h mo ay negative 1, magiging positive to. Pero kung positive yung h mo, negative yung nasa, minus yung nandito. Pero yung k, as it is siya. So, kung ano yung sign niya, yun din yung sign niya dito sa vertex form. So, yun na lang para hindi kayo malito. So, there you have it. I hope you understood the different forms of the quadratic function, the standard form and the vertex form, and to how to transform them from standard form to vertex form and from vertex form to standard form. Thank you and God bless.